This is a little
behind the scenes.
a little strange. This is behind the scenes. Yeah, we're gonna do a behind the scenes one.
We could maybe make like a separate channel that's behind the scenes, like, and we'll link it in the.
We don't need to do the channel. We'll just do a different.
Yeah. Oh wait, we could make like a playlist. Like we can make the videos and then put them in a playlist.
Yep. So I had a subscriber ask, and I'm really bad with this because, to be honest with you, I didn't really think I was going to do anything with YouTube. So I posted a few videos about these Tao dirt bikes back in 17, and since then I really haven't paid a whole lot of attention to my YouTube channel. Honestly, I forgot my password and I couldn't get in for a little while, so I just forgot about it. But now I went back and I noticed there was like 2,600 views on one video, and the other one had somewhere around 3,000 views. So I thought, well, you know, apparently people must be looking for information on these little dirt bikes. So I figured I'd start doing some other stuff with them. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be a forever thing, and I'm not saying I'm even going to do a series on it. I'm not saying that I'm going to end up doing 30 videos on these things, because I'm probably not going to. The fact is, my kids are almost outgrown these dirt bikes, and it's about time to move on to something else. But until then, I will try to answer some questions. This time, what I'm going to answer is, how do I tighten a chain on one of these little DB10s? A basic dirt bike, to tighten the chain, there's only 2 steps involved. More than 2 steps, but there's only 2 components that you really have to mess with. It's your axle and your chain tensioner, okay? So every dirt bike out there, and every chain drive vehicle, every chain drive anything, is going to have a way to change the tension, okay? So in order to change the tension on a dirt bike, there's a couple of steps that you have to follow. The first thing is, you have to loosen your axle, okay? Because if you don't loosen your axle, your tire can't move back, your wheel can't move back, and that's how you're going to add the tension to your chain, is you are moving 2 axle points farther apart to put more tension on the chain, right? So you have to loosen your axle so that you can move it back. The second thing is, you have to loosen your tensioner. Your tensioners always have a jam nut on them, right? On these lower end bikes like this, they usually have a jam nut here and here. Some do not have a jam nut, and those are usually in a swing arm, and they're encapsulated. As a matter of fact, the Tao DB14 has the tensioner blocks inside the axle, which is I mean, not inside the axle, but inside the housing. So all this is covered up except your axle bolt. All this stuff right here is on the inside. So to do this, you're going to need a 17 millimeter wrench. You need a 14 millimeter wrench, and you're going to need a 10 millimeter wrench, okay? So your 17 is going to go on this side of the axle, right here where your nut is, okay? Your 10 millimeter is going to go down here to loosen the tensioners. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and loosen this tensioner up, all right? So we're going to loosen that one, and we're going to loosen this one. That's going to loosen the tension up, okay? Now, the way you're going to move this axle back is you're going to end up tightening this back nut, and when you tighten the nut, it's going to pull this tensioner back, which is going to pull the axle back, okay? So we're going to loosen these on both sides. All right, let's come to this side. Loosen this up on this side. If you loosen the front one first, it's a little easier. Alright, so you put your your wrench here to hold it, loosen it. From this side, you're going to notice that down in this hole right here, your axle is actually, or not your axle, but your swing arm is going to spread, putting a gap there. So if you'll keep an eye on that while I'm twisting this, see how that gap gets bigger. All right, it is more than loose enough now. I mean, the nut is to where I can actually spin it with my fingers, so you don't need to go that loose with it. So you can take it back down just barely. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tighten it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, all that works on the same concept. All right, so one of the things that you have to watch out for on this is you don't want to get it too tight when you're doing this, because if you get it too tight, it's going to put it in a bind. If it puts it in a bind, it's going to mess all kinds of stuff up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that has to do with the drive of your dirt bike. Your axle shaft, you can mess up your axle shaft, undue wear on these axle shafts. The bearings on the inside of the wheel, you can do damage to those. Up here on the end of your transmission, your output shaft in here, on your output shaft, you can actually cause issues with your output shaft as well. So what you don't want to do is tighten it too tight. Now, what is too tight? Well, normally on a dirt bike that has a swing arm, it's not hard to figure out. If you take a wrench, and this is generally speaking, this is not gospel, it's got to be like this. Generally speaking, if you put a wrench in and you turn it sideways, that's what you're going to get. You want to be able to stick it in there and turn it sideways if there's weight on the suspension. That's what you're going to want. Now on the DB10, it's a little bit different. If you can do it with the bike jacked up, that's where it's going to do best. Okay, so you want to have the bike jacked up, all the load off of the axle. If you got to put it on blocks, you have to do whatever, you do it. Okay, and when you get that chain to where it's tight and you've got just a little bit of play in it, maybe like that, about 5 millimeters of play or so, once you have that, then you know that it's tight. It's where it needs to be. Okay, now on these bikes, they don't have any marks. If you look at the swing arm right here, there's no registration marks on it to tell you how tight it is. If you want to get really technical with it, you can put a tape measure and measure from the back of the nut to the front of this plate. If you are lucky enough that you have not bent these in any way, then that's going to work out great for you. Okay, if not, you're going to have to look at the back wheel, right? And that you can buy a tool to do this with, but honestly, these you don't really need to. So you're going to look at the back wheel. You're going to line the center of the wheel up with the center of this right here. This is your swing arm. So it's when you center your swing arm, you're going to stand all the way back and you're going to eyeball it. You're going to try to make sure that's even. Okay, once you have that even, and the way you do that is, if you need to tighten this side down, it'll turn and go this way. If you tighten the left side down, it'll go towards the right, kind of thing. You'll kind of get a feel for it. But every time you do it, anytime you do an adjustment, make sure you feel the chain. Make sure that chain is not tightened down too much. Okay, so now we have our tension where we know we want it. Everything's set. All we're going to do is tighten the axle back down. Now, you don't want to torque it to the point where it's going to snap the axle nut, because you can actually snap that axle. Ask me how I know. Put you some torque down on it. It's done. All right, your final step is going to be making sure your tensioner bolts or tensioner nuts are all the way flush with the back of the swing. Then take the jam nuts. Sometimes you can run them down by hand like I did on that left side. Sometimes you cannot. So if you have to use your wrench, use your wrench. Okay? So use your wrench, tighten it down. And all you want to do is snug it up. Give it a little snug. Okay? And that's it. That Make sure you have both sides. Get it a little snug. And that's it. That's how you tighten a chain on a Tao DB10. To be honest with you, that's general concept for tightening the chain on any kind of dirt bike. Really, any kind of bicycle too. Just remember, that's all you have to do. Loosen your axle, loosen your jam nuts for your tensioner, tighten your tensioner down. Don't get the chain too tight, and it's done. You know, tighten everything back down, and you're good to go. If for some reason your chain stretches or comes loose and it pops off, don't try to force that chain back over this axle. Back over the sprocket. Do not do that, because what's going to happen is down here in the teeth, these sprockets aren't as hard as they could be, and if you try to do it, you can bust these teeth off. You can cause the chain to dig down in the teeth and cause grooves in it, and that's gonna make your sprocket way more fragile. It's gonna make it more brittle. It's gonna cause it to break teeth off. Then you're gonna cause more wear on the chain. You're gonna cause issues with it breaking. Just take the few minutes that it's gonna take and loosen the tire up, then roll the chain back on, then tighten everything back down. If you found this video useful and helpful, which I hope you did, please like and share. Again, my 11-year-old told me share's not a thing.
You don't share
YouTube.
it, you really just send it on messages to people.
So
you kind of
anyway,
do, but still.
show it to people, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, if you found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, do whatever you need to do with the video, but come back and visit us, because I'm going to keep doing kind of videos that have to do with these Taos. We also have videos coming up of us being on the lake, us riding dirt bikes, us doing all kinds of stuff. 2 11-year-olds getting on the Raptor and riding it for the first time. Them learning how to ride a clutch bike, which is a KTM 65 SX, and their experience doing that. So all that stuff's going to be coming out. All those videos are going to be coming out shortly. You're going to also get to see us grow as a family on YouTube. It could be fun, could be a flop. Really, we're just doing it because we want to document this stuff and have it out there in case people want to see it and want to watch us have a good time as a family. Till next time, we'll see you later.